Hey YouTubers, this is Jerry from Grandpa's RCs. How you doing today? I'm just doing another update on my Axial Wraith. As you can see, I got the new Dick C-Picks, I guess, rims 2.2 with the Mickey Thompson ball hog claws on there. I don't know if you can see them in there, but I got those faux calipers back there, or excuse me, the rotors, the brake rotors, not the calipers. It's kind of probably a little blurry, sorry, but you could probably see them in there, and you could see it from the back side there as well. Let's see what else. I don't think I've got much more done to it. I mean, I'm kind of shaping everything, and these panels, they were kind of a pain to put on because almost all the holes were always like a half a hole off one way or the other, and so even their tolerances are kind of shady. I mean, I made it work, but I just wanted to put metal because, you know, scale, a real buggy would more likely have aluminum there, but I don't know what kind of paint job yet. The company, I think this was done by that Top CAD. I think this was theirs. I could be mistaken, but I think that's theirs. One of the things I found that they don't deburr their metal. If you could see right here, you could probably even hear it. But if you look, there's, well, I kind of laid that one down, but you can see it. And I think for the money they charge for this, at least they could pay somebody to file the edges. So that's something I'm going to have to do. And some of them are so bad, you really could cut yourself on them. Because I did sheet metal for 17 years, so I could tell what's hack and what's not. I've seen another roof rack, like from the same company as this one, that L3, but they have one that's more squared instead of that taper on one end of it. And it's actually, I think that would be considered as a trapezoid shape. But anyway, they also have one that looks like it, but it's square, completely perfectly square. So I think I'm going to get that and put that up there. As you can see, I got my shock droop kits on. I got my King shocks in. I got those mounted now. And here's the ones in the rear. Yeah, and you get some really good travel with it too, so I hope those work out pretty good. See, what else did I have done since my last video? Oh yeah, in earlier videos I mentioned about putting the battery right here like a lot of people do, but since I'm running two motors, I'm not going to be able to do that. I have the interior pulled out right now. It turns out since I have this second motor in here, I'm going to have to trim that interior piece a little bit. Plus I want to paint it up, you know, like change the color of the shifter knobs and, you know, just little things like that. Okay, yeah, I'm going to put some netting on here like this, like cargo netting all the way around. Just the back here, the rear, and then the other side in the back. I'm going to leave this open. I will be putting probably some kind of piece of plexiglass or something like that in here, just to give it like a windshield. Because again, this is going to be something that if it was full scale, you would be able to drive on the highway or over the top of the mountain without no roads, you know. My next dilemma is I need to build some kind of fenders or like rock guards, if you will, like you would see on the back of a semi-truck. Because in order for this to be highway friendly, you would have to have some kind of mud guards or some kind of covering in the back of the tires. The front, I can kind of see working something into that, because there's a lot of different mounting points you can use. But in the rear, you're pretty limited because all your mounting surfaces are far forward, and your mud flap would actually have to be back here covering the tire like this. So I'm going to have to probably make something that comes out and bolts over here or something to that effect. I haven't even started on designing yet, but like I said, in order for it to be highway friendly, it has to have some kind of flaps or fenders. But if you look at the 18-wheeler trucks without the trailer on it, they have just like little mud flap things that hang in behind the tire, and at least in California that'll make it legal.